It is the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. I'm Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us on the Mark Hoke Show. David Difference, good morning.
Yes, sir. Oh, what a difference a day makes. Good morning, everybody.
You're awake.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, sir. How you doing, man?
Oh, having an interesting morning.
Yeah, tell me about it. What's going on over there?
Got forced into scramble mode today a little bit, but didn't think I was going to be, but I am.
You get her done?
We're going to find out.
Okay, we'll find out soon enough, huh?
Yeah, we're going to find out.
All right.
Doing something I've never done before, but that's behind the scenes stuff.
Well, that's growth. Either way, man. We're going to learn something. We're going to, what?
Not really.
No, we're going to learn something. Maybe. Somebody going to learn something.
I guess.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're going to have a great time today as we are joined by Diener from Impact Wrestling. Well, I don't know if we can say it anymore.
It's not official till when?
Yeah, I guess not. Well, January 13th.
Yeah, we know what it is.
Yeah. TNA. The first show here in Las Vegas as they're bringing the name back. They had final resolution last night. And unfortunately, our friend Diener did not come up with the Impact Digital Media Championship. Tommy Dreamer somehow escaped. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, that Tommy Dreamer, man. He's a tough one.
Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
He's like a cockroach.
In which way? Can't get rid of him.
Nope, you can't. He will never die.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer. He's here to stay, man. Well, built to last.
Nope, somehow survived last night. But a pretty good card. But more what came out of Final Resolution last night that it looks like we are getting that match here in Las Vegas with Josh Alexander and Will Ospreay. The rematch is going to take place.
They made it official, huh?
They did. Okay. But that's going to be on the Snake Eyes card on Sunday. Not going to be on the Hard to Kill pay-per-view.
Oh. Yeah. Was the Snake Eyes pay-per-view as well?
Well, that's going to be the TV tapings on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So we got 2 days.
Yeah, 13th, 14th.
13th and 14th at the Palms. And it's going to be wild, man.
Insane.
Especially, man, I'm jacked for Sunday. Maybe even more than the pay-per-view right now. I mean, obviously the pay-per-view is going to get set up here soon, but man, Okada's going to be there. And we get Ospreay and Josh Alexander.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
Holy cow.
That shall be huge, man.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Looking forward to it, man. I don't think I'll be able to sleep.
And by the way, then. I gotta tell you, I had a discussion with Ross Foreman, who's the media guy for Impact.
Okay.
And I said, you want to do some promotion coming up. I asked him, did you want to run any ads on the show? And he said no.
Oh.
Well, I didn't need to. It's all good.
Well,
and I said, you want to, do any, ticket giveaways or anything like that? Like we did last year. I said, sure.
Okay.
And I said, did you want to get me beat up or something?
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see that.
His answer to that? Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah.
I could be a dead man.
So what
at Snake? I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I got to call Ross. Got to call him.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
So needless to say, the Hard to Kill weekend at the Palms could be pretty interesting. So guys, you got to get your tickets.
Right. If you want to see Mark get beat up.
There's going to be a lot happening on that weekend. Plus, man, it's the return of TNA. So, I mean, what more do you want? Plus, seriously, I mean, you're going to get to see Will Ospreay, Okada, plus all the great stars of TNA. I mean, it's going to be massive, absolutely massive. So, don't wait. Get your tickets now. There's plenty of tickets available at the moment. I mean, you could be sitting ringside for all this mess.
Oh yeah, get in there now. We got some ticket giveaways. Caller number 4. Are we doing that now?
No, I don't have anything yet.
Oh, okay. Caller number 4. Come on, man.
No, let's go. There's nothing yet.
All right,
don't do that.
We're selling y'all empty promises at the moment.
Yeah. But just hang in there. We're going to be doing some cool stuff for you.
All right.
So, but get excited. I mean, this is going to be a lot of fun. But a terrific card last night. But kind of setting everything up for the return to TNA yesterday, and looking forward to that. But you're going to get Trinity taking on Jordan Grace for the Knockouts Championship. That's going to be a massive match.
Yeah, that'll be big.
Yeah, Alex Shelley's going to be wrestling Moose for the Impact World Championship on the pay-per-view on Saturday night. Man, this is going to be fun.
Well, we got my boy Bay in there.
Yeah, I'm sure ABC's going to be defending the tag titles. He and Ace Austin. I'll tell you what, they're looking good. They're looking really good. Those two guys have been doing a number. I mean, they're really moving up the tag ranks in the world.
Oh,
they really are.
Yeah, no, they sync well. They both got like tremendous skill sets. You put them together, man, you got a tremendous thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm impressed.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic. So just watch out for those guys as they continue to roll. I mean, I wasn't that sure about them when they first put them together, but they have meshed quite spectacularly, to say the least. So
yeah, you got a lot of good words. Spectacular, awesome. Look at you, man.
Fantastico.
Yeah, you've been in the thesaurus.
Yeah, look, I mean, going into the Espanol.
Yeah, let's stray away from that, Mark. It's not your strong suit, brother.
I took 2 years of Spanish back in high school.
You always took 2 years of something, dance class, ballet, whatever.
I did.
Whatever. Dude.
You try, man. I was discussing this with my daughter last night. You always want to have as many experiences as you can.
And look at now, you a motivational speaker, man.
Well, you know what? At least you can say you tried it.
Amen.
You may have sucked at it, and it may have been a miserable, horrible experience, but at least you did it.
Well, you learn from it,
right? Absolutely.
Good,
kind of like doing a radio show.
Yeah, exactly like a radio show.
Yeah, but it's been, yeah. So once again, some great stuff coming up with TNA here in Las Vegas, and it's going to be a great time. So we want to see you down at the Palms. I'm sure we're all going to be there. The gang's going to be down there, so join us.
Who the gang?
I don't know.
Who the gang?
Who the gang?
Who the gang?
There's lots of wrestling people here in Vegas.
Yeah, there's a big fam out here, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
He was over at High Octane last night, man.
Yeah,
it's cold. It's getting cold out here, like really cold. But yeah, it was a good show last night. A lot going down.
It was colder this morning than it was last night.
I didn't bring out the barometer, but if you say so, Mark.
I had the thermometer in the car.
What's the difference between a thermometer and barometer?
The barometer measures air pressure, sir.
Oh, damn. My whole life. Well, thank you, man. You're teaching me so much today. I appreciate that.
Working on that.
Yeah. You're like Yoda.
Well,
I'll leave it at that.
That's all right.
I'll leave it at that. Tap in on the comments, man. We want to hear from you. Let's get involved. And we're putting out the phone number today. I want a phone call. I think we got it. Don't we got a message we got to discuss?
A message? Oh, that. Yeah, you got trashed.
I don't get trashed.
Yeah, but we got to thank A24, the marketing team, who invited the gang out to see the Iron Claw.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to talk about that at some point here during the show. I don't know how in depth I want to get into the actual movie itself because it's not out yet. We got to see a special media screening of the Iron Claw, which of course is about the Von Erich family. And boy, I'll tell you, I mean, I will say I was pretty blown away by it. But we'll save that because I don't want to.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about that.
But definitely want to talk about it and thank that team. And we're finalizing this interview with Kevin Von Erich, but I don't want to make the promise because it's not finalized yet. But
who's that through?
His management team.
Okay, you're making a lot of promises today, man.
I got the email, man. It's sitting right here.
Well, let's get it. Yeah, that would be exciting. I mean, good stuff.
Yeah, but it was funny. It watching that movie reminded me when I first started watching wrestling. It was around early '84.
Okay.
So that was not only the beginning of Hulkamania, but also that was about the time when David died.
Me?
No, David Von Erich.
Yeah. Well, how old were you?
Would have been what?
23, 24?
No, stop. 84. So I would have been about 13, 14-ish.
That's when you started watching wrestling?
Yeah.
You didn't watch it as a little toddler?
No.
Y'all didn't have TVs back then or radio.
Oh, cut it
Listen
out.
to the radio.
But I was just getting into that. Was right around when the Parade of Champions happened and Kerry won the title.
Oh.
And I was, World Class, just gotten to start seeing World Class. And, when we were watching the movie and those graphics came up, that they used for World Class.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Took you back, huh?
Oh, it did. It did. But that was it was a trip down memory lane, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to dig too deep into that. But
these guys sweating you about your watch. Your watch.
My watch?
Joey was breaking my balls last night. Where's the watch?
Oh,
you ever see Sopranos where he's like, "Where's the jacket, man? I gave you the jacket."
Oh,
and then he was asking him all the time, "How come you're not wearing the jacket?" That was Joey on me.
I'm sorry. Joey DeFalco, everybody.
Shout out to JD3, man, and Ash.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a break. and when we come back, we are going to hear from Impact superstar Diener, 23-year veteran of the ring.
23, yeah.
Yeah. Man, he's been doing it a long time. Of course, he's also a producer for Impact and motivational speaker. Doing a lot in the business and was just in Las Vegas working with the Boys and Girls Clubs too. So we're going to get to speak to him about everything he's got going on and getting ready for this TNA switch and the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. So what do you say we take a break? And when we come back, we're going to hear from Diener right after this, gang. So stick around for more on the Mark Hoke Show. Me and Dave Difference. Yay. We will be right back. The Mark Hoke Show is proud to announce our partnership with pro wrestling's premier charity, the Cauliflower Alley Club. For nearly 60 years, the CAC has stood strong, assisting members of the wrestling industry in their times of need. Please join us in supporting the Cauliflower Alley Club by becoming a member for just $25 a year or make an individual donation today. Go to caulifloweralleyclub.org and give back to the people that have brought us so much entertainment and joy in pro wrestling. Once again, that's caulifloweralleyclub.org.
Unsafe sleep conditions cause serious injury and even death to infants. Never sleep with your baby on a sofa, in a chair, or in an adult bed. Protect the baby you love from becoming a tragic statistic. The only safe place for your baby to sleep is alone, on its back, in a crib, and in your room. For more information, visit cribsforkids.org. That's cribsforkids.org. This message is sponsored by the Division of Public and Behavioral Health, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
Nevadans, you are not alone. If you or someone you care about is experiencing thoughts of suicide, feelings of anxiousness, or battling any other mental health crisis, we are here for you. Introducing 988, the new 3-digit dialing code for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. 988 connects you to compassionate, confidential support for free. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and get you additional help if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are never alone in crisis. Just call, text, or chat 988.
This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
There's some families that have not recovered at all.
People told me they did not want to get vaccinated.
People were getting their medical advice from somebody on TikTok. The sense of community is something that the world needs.
COVID taught me that
Health matters.
Health matters. Visit nmhec.org. This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Minority Health and Equity, and in cooperation by the Nevada Broadcasters Association and the station.
Financial literacy is the best equalizer and fastest path out of situational and generational poverty. Junior Achievement of Southern Nevada has led the way in teaching financial and workforce education to students in kindergarten through 12th grade. But Junior Achievement can't do it alone, so we invite the business community and general public to join us by investing in youth today to prepare them for the business of life. There are many ways to get involved by sponsoring, donating, or volunteering. You can change the future for all Nevadans. Learn more at jasnv.org. This message is sponsored by the Junior Achievement of Southern Nevada, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and the station. Learn more at jasnv.org. That's jasnv.org.
1015 FM KDAWN. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. I am the aforementioned one.
Who that?
Who, me?
Oh, Mark Hoke.
That's me.
Yeah, there he is in all his splendor.
Splendor.
Yep.
Wow. So you're pulling words out too.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm learning from you.
You know what? Vocabulary's good.
Who?
Vocabulary.
Who? He's on Impact? Or that's just the word.
Axiom is on NXT.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I had a girl that when I was in high school, the manager called me Mr. Vocabulary.
The manager?
Yeah. Manager of a football team. She called me Mr. Vocabulary. I'm like, I'm sorry, I know words. Pardon me.
Oh.
You dumb Dover girl. Whatever.
Damn. You were her coach?
No, I was on the team.
You were on a girls' softball team?
No, I was on the football team, and she was a manager.
What do you mean a manager?
She brought around the water bottles and stuff and was completely worthless.
In high school?
Yeah.
That's not called a manager.
It was to us.
It's called a water girl.
We called them managers.
Managers.
No.
So you played girls volleyball?
No, I didn't play girls volleyball. I coached it afterward.
Yeah, I bet. You're sick, Mark.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're the greatest, man. The GOAT. Well, good, man. You are Mr. Vocabulary. That's your wrestling name.
Mr. Vocabulary. Yeah, that's kind of lame.
Well, you're kind of lame. It fits you.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I promised myself I wouldn't start this week. And there I go.
You know what? Let's just hear from our good friend. Shall we?
Yeah, let's get it.
Who, by the way, when you hear the end of the interview, he wants to come back in the studio.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I don't know. He might hurt you.
Hurt me?
We're friends now.
Yeah, well, you know how I can turn somebody real quick.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. So what do you say we hear from Diener, shall we?
Let's go.
All right, and we are on the Mark Hoke Show with one of the baddest men on Impact Wrestling, soon to be TNA. He is the leader of the design, and kind of glad he's not in studio. Don't feel like getting clocked today. He is Diener. What's going on, big man?
Hey, Mark. How are you? I'm happy to be here. I'm kind of. I want to say that I'm glad that I'm not in studio as well, but that wouldn't be a nice way to start an interview, would it, Mark? So let me just say I'm happy to be on the show, regardless of whether it's in studio or over this really shoddy Wi-Fi that I have in my hotel room right now. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, very happy to have you, sir. Well, you're taking care of some business in Las Vegas right now, correct?
That's right. I'm currently doing some appearances at some boys and girls clubs and inspiring the kids, telling them a little bit about my journey in professional wrestling with the hopes of inspiring them and letting them know that whatever dreams they might have, they can accomplish their goals. It's a program we have with TNA Impact. It's called Making an Impact. So I go into some boys and girls clubs, youth groups, kind of share my story, encourage the kids, inspire the kids, take pictures with them, and give them free tickets to some shows. Some kids that would maybe never get to go to a wrestling show before get to come to watch TNA wrestling. So some pretty excited kids at some boys and girls clubs across Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, that's very exciting. You're going to ruin your reputation, though, man. What are you doing?
Hey, well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I've been doing this for 23 years, so my reputation I could care less about at this point. I'm kind of I'm an open book. You can think of me what you want to think of me, good or bad or different. I don't care. I got thick skin. 23 years of being thick skin, Mark.
Boy, I'll tell you, and it has been a heck of a journey from all the indie days in Canada to this amazing road in TNA, and and seeing the journey that you've been on over the years. I mean, from the Cody Deaner and all the things that you did up in Canada, man, what a ride it's been for you. It's
kind of surreal for me, honestly, when I look back on my career and the things that I've done. At sometimes it feels like I've been doing this for 50 years. I mean, my body tells me I've been doing this for a long time, right? But in other ways, it's like it's just gone by in a blink of an eye. So for me to even just be sitting here with you, telling you that I've been doing this for 23 years it's very surreal. But I don't take it for granted. I take each day as a blessing in this business because I love professional wrestling more than anything. I've wanted to do it ever since I was 5 years old. So I consider myself very, very fortunate and very, very blessed man.
Well, the transformation that you just did recently into being the leader of the design and the Deaner character, the shaved head and you went black and then into the white outfit. That was a very big change for you. What brought that on?
Opportunity. I mean, timing is everything in professional wrestling. And I've been a victim of bad timing in the past, but in the last 5 years, I've really taken any opportunity that comes my way for me to move onward and upward. I will take that opportunity, regardless of what that opportunity is. And if that means stabbing my best friend to get to where I got to go, then I will do that, because like I said, I've been the victim of poor timing. So when I see a chance at an opportunity and good timing to force it to be on my side, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Yeah, and you did that. Poor Eric Young. What are you doing, man? Come on.
Like I said, it's all about opportunity, onward and upward. And this is some of the most famous people in wrestling have said this quote, and I think it's kind of fitting. This is the wrestling business, not the wrestling friendship. So, I mean, it's really all about doing what you got to do to get ahead. And like I said, if that means stepping on some friends to get to where I got to go, then sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Well,
that is very true. I do that to my co-host all the time. So it's
perfect.
All good.
See, you know what I'm talking about then, Mark.
It's all good. Well, you got Tommy Dreamer coming up, by the way, on Saturday at Final Resolution, which is going to be the last big pay-per-view under the Impact name. What are you going to be doing to Tommy Dreamer to take that digital title, man? It's, could be a great lead in to the name change for TNA.
Exactly. Again, just like I said, it's opportunity. I mean, when you've been doing this for as long as I have and you see an opportunity in front of you, you don't take it for granted, because you never know when the next opportunity is going to come. So, I mean, the fact that I've been willing to do to get to where I am now, to my best friend in professional wrestling and Eric Young, that means that Tommy Dreamer needs to be very cautious about what's going to happen at Final Resolution, both because I want this opportunity more than anything, but also, like you said, to be coming in to this rebrand of TNA in January as holding gold and representing the company as a fixture of the company, as a champion. Man, there's no better way I can think of to start 2024 as a champion, and to also be able to say I took out, the old guard and someone like Tommy Dreamer, who I respect, but when a championship's on the line, respect goes out the window.
Yeah, Tommy stabbed a few people in the back over the years too, so no talking there. You got
exactly.
it. You got it.
He's going to do what he's got to do, so I'm going to do what I got to do. Plain and simple.
There you go. Well, of course, the TNA rebrand, a lot of people are excited about it. We've been hearing a lot of stories as well about the morale is up at Impact, and with the TNA rebranding, it's been the talk of the wrestling world that you guys are making that switch, and you have been there for a long time. We talked to Josh Alexander about making this move as well. What does this mean to all of you, especially the guys that have been there and the ladies that have been there for such a long time, to switching from Impact back to TNA?
I think it means a lot of different things to different people. I mean, to me, I couldn't be any more excited. I also think that it means a lot that you're saying it's raising morale in the locker room, because the morale was already at a 10. There's never been a morale problem in Impact. It's one thing that I actually say in all the interviews. It's like a family. So the fact that the morale is even higher than it was before, and I mean, now we're cranked up to 11. We were already at a 10, and now we're at 11. But like what it means is something different to every person. For myself, I mean, I was in TNA in 2009. I was in the original TNA, and to be a part of it again, as a member of the roster, as somebody that has more responsibility on the roster, as somebody who's wrestling for championships on the roster, I can look back on what I was doing before in TNA, see where I am now, and be very proud of what I've been able to accomplish over the years. So to be a part of it again, at the ground floor as we do this rebrand in January, it means a lot. To other members of the roster, which I found very, very interesting and also filled me with pride, is there's guys on the roster that grew up watching TNA. They became a wrestling fan because of TNA wrestling. And now the fact that they can wear it with a badge of honor and say, hey, I am a TNA wrestler, it means the world to them. So like I said, it's this wide spectrum of what it means, but whatever it means to each roster, it's a very positive thing, and I'm super excited. I think this was a awesome idea. It was awesome timing, and like you said, the wrestling world is on fire. The buzz, all because of three simple words. Three simple letters: TNA. These three simple letters still have a profound effect in the professional wrestling business, and the world's going to see why they have such a positive effect in the wrestling business in January at Hard to Kill. Or I will be coming in studio to have another one of these.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe you should come into the studio on the 14th.
Ethan is there. I'd be happy to come in again, and maybe I'll bring some muscle with me. Maybe I'll have to bring Con along with me, and we can do this again. But we'll do it in studio.
Hey, fair enough. Done. Book it. That sounds great.
Let's
all right.
book it.
Done. All right, Diener. Hey, thank you for coming on the show. We do appreciate it. Have a great time out with the Boys and Girls Clubs in Vegas the next couple of days. And we'll see you at the Palms on the 13th and 14th.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Good stuff there, man. Good, healthy interview, man.
Oh, yeah. We've got more from Diener, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we do. So
more interview.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You extended it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get some more from Diener coming up later in the show. I think we'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
I like it. So it sounded like you ended it there, but there's more.
There is more. We had a little chop up on the interview on this. So
okay. Well, I'm excited, man. Yeah, good stuff. Good dude. Learned a lot about him, and I look forward to having him in the studio here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We got a little bit more from him, so we'll do that in the second hour. We'll give you a double Diener.
Oh, nice.
Because we got to talk to him a little bit more about what's going on in the backstage with TNA and everything happening with those guys and how they're feeling about what's happening. The morale at TNA and just, how they've been everybody's been pulling together back there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fascinating just how these guys have really been, battling through. I guess the word I'm looking for is you felt like they kind of faded away for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and they've really come back over the past few years to get everybody's attention again. They went through the years with Hogan and Angle and Sting, and then kind of went off the scene a little bit, and now they're back and stronger than ever, I think. And it's really been impressive to see what they've done since. And they're making a statement coming up here in Las Vegas soon, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens going forward now that they've rebranded. It's going to be fascinating.
Yeah, I think if you got that positive energy, everybody excited about the rebrand. It's a brand new year. I think we're going to see a lot out of them to come. I mean, it's like the little things, right, that make a big impact. No pun intended. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yep. So I'll tell you what. Let's take a break, and we come back. We got a whole lot more because we got some news coming out of AEW. The Continental Classic is starting to heat up a little bit. We got a couple guys undefeated in one section, and things getting a little crazy on the other side of the other pool. We've got CM Punk showing up at NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, buddy.
Was that good or bad, though?
That's always good.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
And a whole lot more. So stick around, everybody. We've got a ton of stuff going on here in pro wrestling on the Mark Hoke Show. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Shout out to Ripple, man.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
We still haven't beaten COVID-19. Its new strain has caused an alarming increase in hospitalizations. Give superpowers to your family with updated vaccines from Pfizer-BioNTech or Moderna that reduce the risk of serious illness and hospitalization. Remember, you can vaccinate your children as early as 6 months of age. Check with your healthcare provider or visit immunizednevada.org and get them vaccinated. With health, there is life.
This message is sponsored by Immunize Nevada, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, Nevadans, prescriptions can be expensive. Let the Array RX discount card be your solution. Now available to all Nevada residents. Simply sign up for free, show your pharmacist your digital card, and save money. Receive discounts of up to 80% on certain medications. There are no age or income restrictions, and it only takes a minute to enroll. Visit ArrayRxCard.com to learn more and sign up today.
This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
It kind of set me back a little bit education-wise.
I think personally it just changed the way I looked at medicine.
As a people, we have to work together.
Health is a right for all.
We get through it together.
We can find common ground.
We are resilient.
Adaptable.
COVID taught us health matters.
Health matters. Visit nmhec.org. This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Minority Health and Equity, and in cooperation by the Nevada Broadcasters Association and the station.
Rural Nevada, we see you. The immediate mental health care team understands the unique struggles adults face. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis related to economic issues, substance misuse, anxiety, grief, loneliness, or more. You don't have to face this alone. Call 877-283-2437 and connect with the immediate mental health care team within minutes and find the support you need to reclaim your well-being. Rural Nevadans, call us at 877-283-2437. That's 877-283-2437. Your journey towards healing starts now. Call the immediate mental health care team at 877-283-2437 to find the support you need. That's 877-283-2437. This message, funded by a grant through the Nevada Division of Public and Behavioral Health, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you shopping for healthcare coverage for a small business? Whether you're renewing a plan or shopping for a new one, the Vegas Chamber Health Plan, backed by Anthem, has many of the advantages usually reserved for a larger organization, like access to care across Nevada at lower cost. Lock in quality healthcare at budget-friendly prices through July 2024. Go to vegaschamber.com/anthem. Brought to you by the Vegas Chamber in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
1015 FM KDAWN. You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
And we're back on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 1015 FM, the talk of Las Vegas. I'm Mark Hoke, David Difference.
Hey, everybody.
Double D.
Nah, let's not do that.
D-Man.
Nah, let's not do that. Not today, Mark.
Huggy Bear.
Who?
Huggy Bear.
I don't know.
No?
Nah.
The Christmas Kid.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Ho,
you ever
ho,
watched?
ho.
Nah, you ain't seen it.
Jingle Bells.
Yeah, it is Christmas season. Can we get a little hyped up for that?
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of that, we got our holiday smile driver, Headlocks and Hearts, coming up next weekend.
See?
Okay, there you go.
I was
Nice
taking
lead-in.
you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, FSW and Headlocks and Hearts. This is the final push, man. We want to fill that ring with toys coming this Saturday, December 16th, 7 p.m., FSW Arena. Big matches. Bay and Shogun will be taking on MK Army that night. So should be a good card, good times. We already got a bunch of toys coming in, and we ask you go to Headlocks and Hearts. You can check out the wish list for Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youths. So we're taking all kinds of stuff, man. We're just trying to spread some cheer, make some magic. And this is the kickoff, man. Headlocks and Hearts. I appreciate everybody that supported. Help me wrap boxes. Help me gather toys. I love all of y'all.
Yeah, bring the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, man. Some good stuff. Dave, come on, man.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever you bring it. Something's going to bring somebody joy.
Yeah.
You know, let's do that, man. And also, like, anybody want to tap in? If you know a family out there that's going through it right now, tap in with me. We're going to make some magic happen. So go ahead, DM me on social or email me headlocksandhearts@gmail.com.
There you go. Bring good stuff.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Like don't bring paper.
Purpose. Well, it could be paper airplane.
No, see, that's lame.
Well, you said a G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip.
That was an awesome toy.
It was.
It still would be.
Well, to a collector, not to a kid. Kid be like, what is this?
Yeah, I'd still be happy with it.
You
G.I.
would.
Joe with a Kung Fu grip.
You would. You'd be more of a collector, nostalgic, right?
Do you know what would happen if you brought a kid to G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip?
What would happen?
They take it down to a pawn shop and make a ton of money. Like take it to Rogue Toys. Bam.
Yeah, you got a point.
See?
All right, so bring those G.I. Joes, Kung Fu grip.
Done. Anyway.
Remember strawberry shortcake dolls?
Yeah. I didn't have any, thank God.
They used to smell so good. Sick.
David Difference, everybody.
Anyway.
By the way, Gary Johnson, chat box.
Ripple Man. Call in, Ripple Man.
No.
During the break, call in.
Yeah. If you can call it a break, that's okay. Just don't call in during the show.
Mark gets frazzled. But if you call in,
Well,
Ripple
no,
Man.
because the phone's ringing during the show.
Well, I mean, we just got to handle it. Ripple Man, call in. I need to meet this guy. And hopefully he's gone off that Ripple.
That ain't happening. Anyway, so let's get back to some pro wrestling.
Right.
So last night we also had NXT Deadline going on, right?
Nice.
and some decent matches on there, but there was an interesting appearance in the WWE apparently wants to keep sending main roster people down to make appearances.
Mm-hmm.
The Punk man showed up.
Yes, he did.
Okay. So Punk cut a promo down on NXT. But here's my question. Now everybody's talking about, even though, Dominic Mysterio lost the North American title to Dragon Lee.
Right.
Ilya Dragunov actually had a really good match with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin had a great match with Dragunov.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which a lot of people should be talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, that's huge for Corbin. He's rehabilitating his career.
Okay.
And you know what everybody's talking about?
CM Punk.
CM Punk showed up on NXT.
Yeah, of course.
So everybody on NXT gets overshadowed.
I don't believe that. I mean, when you say talk about, like I could almost guarantee we wouldn't have dove into this NXT card without.
I would have.
Well, I mean, the first thing you talked about was CM Punk showed up.
But that's the
so
point
why
I'm
don't
trying
you
to
change
make.
the narrative instead of bringing up guess who showed up? You didn't say there was hella Matt. Oh, and by the way, you're feeding into it.
Well, I am because
he's the GOAT.
Because when I did a search online about this card last night, the first thing that came up all over the place is CM Punk was at NXT last night.
Well, that was the biggest thing I saw.
So here's my question.
Okay.
And it's not just with Punk showing up down there, but then we just had John Cena down there and Undertaker, and of course that was to try and show up AEW because they were competing that same night. Is this good for the NXT guys that WWE keeps bringing main roster people down to the NXT shows? Does it help them or hurt them in the long run? I mean, it's nice for a short-term pop, but at the same time, when at the end of the day, you're talking, oh God, I said that. I'm not supposed to say that. I hate that phrase.
What phrase?
At the end of the day. That's a bleh. No.
That's not the one?
No, it's not. It's stupid. But when
idiot.
I get a don't say that.
How dare you?
When everything is all said and done, you're talking about something, you're not talking about what happened on the card, you're talking about other people showing up there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily good for those guys.
Well, how can it be a bad thing?
Because you've overshadowed everything else that happened on the card, and you overshadowed all these other people that are trying to make names for themselves, as opposed to somebody that already did make a name for themselves. Well, NXT is about these new talents trying to get themselves over so that they're building their popularity and getting themselves to the point where, hey, you want to see these guys on the main roster.
Yeah.
As opposed to, hey, I just watched this great show, but everybody's talking about CM Punk showed up or John Cena showed up.
Well,
I don't think it's fair to him. I really don't.
I don't think it takes away from the action if you're watching that. Nobody watched NXT. Nobody tuned into the NXT show hoping for Punk to show up. So he does show up. You hear about it. People are like, oh, some people aren't NXT's not even on the radar. So they're like, oh, like it increases viewership, attention for the brand. I think it's good. I don't think it overshadows. Not like he's staying there. Unless he does, then I mean, more people will watch the show.
See, I think I do think. I mean, I see what you're saying on that, and I get it. But at the same time, is that what you remember after the show's over?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
I mean, is that what you want them to remember? I think. Did you watch the show?
I didn't get to see it. I was working last night.
Watch the CM Punk clips. I saw a couple. Breaker had them devastating spears and the end of the match, but I also saw they posted CM Punk backstage congratulating. It was just like, hats off, like you got to keep going, you're the next level, and gave her a hug, and it was like a real moment, man. He's really a changed guy.
He's a changed guy.
Now, you know what I believe though?
Go ahead.
And a lot of stuff that I've been reading on is like how professional the difference is between AEW and WWE. It's like it's just a different league. Even Seth Rollins, you heard him, was like, nothing like what happened at AEW will happen here. We're professionals. There's going to be no fights backstage. Like it's just a different scenario, and everybody seems happy and on board, and Punk really seems gracious, and you could almost think that he was there. He concocted this whole thing, like, I got to get out of this thing. Now, had he let his contract wait, how long would he wait for? The clause where he couldn't compete, this and that. It's like, okay, how do I get out of this thing?
I do wonder about that. I do wonder if he was just not happy there.
It makes sense, right?
There's it's funny, but I will counter one thing that you said, because there was a story about Bobby Lashley kind of saying that there were a lot of people that weren't happy about Punk being back there. But then there's also a story that came up, and I was going to get to this later, but since you brought it up, that Tony Khan, people were saying that Tony was just bending over backwards for CM Punk, and he just goes too far out of his way for his top level guys and doesn't listen to a lot of the lower level people in the company. Could I see that? Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, 100%. I think, like we talked about, like his maturity in the business is like, a lot of people have been in there. So he was a fan. If I was around them cats, it's going to be hard to tell CM Punk no, if like I'm starting a company and here comes CM Punk. Like, he going to be that guy. So, I mean, with that, you get chaos.
I think that, I think that's hard for anybody that's in any type of business. When you're around people that are very high level and you're kind of new to it, it's very difficult when you're meeting people that are people that you idolize in a business.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I mean, think about what's another business that of people that you respect?
So I mean, even like the media thing is like being there and being around different. It's like, oh, how do I have any right to say anything? They've been here for 10 years, 20 years, versus a lot of times it's like, I'm just going to do my own thing in my own niche. That's difficult. And yeah, I think for any company, I don't care if you like work at a movie theater.
Movie theater. A movie theater. Okay.
Right.
But it is hard, when you see someone, like when I coached for a very long time, you run into, I've bumped into Olympic coaches and high level college coaches that you read about, and you meet them and you're like, oh my God. And sometimes you kind of get to know them. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you start to realize everybody's kind of winging it. And that situation again would be difficult to come into people that you were fans of. If you're fans of somebody, you can't really manage them, because you got to kind of, how are you going to discipline somebody?
It takes time to get past that, that aura of, okay, these are my heroes, until you get to the point of, these are my peers. But
I don't think that,
you know what I mean?
I think there has to start off with a separation. I had a company downtown. I had like 70 employees, and I hired my best friend, and he was like, he would come in and want to joke around. And I'm like, this is a different ball game.
Yeah.
Like, I can't play that game no more. I can't be running around with these women, and it was different.
Yeah.
Like, you had to switch it, and I had to be that guy there, and it wasn't fake. It was just like, it was a transition. So you had to separate yourself. That when we talked last week about Bryan Danielson being, on the disciplinary committee, I just watched the interview with him, and he was like, that was tough. CM Punk's his guy, but and he was around lawyers and all kinds of stuff, so it was difficult for him, but he understood his job.
Yeah, do what you got to do.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Punk is happy, and it shows. Like, it's a different energy, man. And I think we're going to see a lot more people going back.
Possibly.
That's the.
Or we might see people that aren't happy in WWE go to. I think people are gonna be bouncing both ways.
Yeah, true that.
It's just the way it goes. It's the way it was in the NWA and the WWF back in the day. It never changes, man.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Ripple Man, call in, man. Would he pass out?
Who knows? Stick around, everybody. We got a whole lot more coming up. We're going to hear more from Diener, and just a ton of great new pro wrestling news. And get in that chat box. Say hi to us. We'll be right back.
Yellow.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Join the Vegas Chamber today. Being a member of the Vegas Chamber sends a powerful message of credibility and that your business is connected to a larger community of organizations dedicated to ensuring Nevada is a great place to live, work, and do business. Joining the Vegas Chamber and becoming part of the largest business organization in Nevada has never been easier. Grow your business within your budget. Visit vegaschamber.com and join today. Sponsored by the Vegas Chamber in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your passion to serve could make a world of difference to nonprofit organizations in your local community. Organizations across Nevada are looking to fill board and committee positions with professionals like you who care about local community needs. Board Connect is a new service matching your unique talents with organizations working on issues that are important to you. In this virtual hub, there are hundreds of nonprofits whose work supports essential services and programs. Nevada Volunteers and its partners created Board Connect for individuals and communities striving for bright futures. Take a moment to register. Your service will be a meaningful investment in others and yourself. Board Connect is easy to use, and best of all, it's free. For more information and to register, go to nevadavolunteers.org. That's nevadavolunteers.org. This message, sponsored by Nevada Volunteers and Volunteers Generation Fund, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
On Facebook, I saw someone posted...
It's going to turn you into a zombie.
Created by the government.
They're going to plant a chip into your body.
It's the mark of the beast.
This is fake.
This information is just about as bad as the pandemic itself.
This information is easy. You don't see the harm it does.
COVID taught us health matters.
Stop the spread of misinformation.
Health matters. Visit nmhec.org. This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Minority Health and Equity, and in cooperation by the Nevada Broadcasters Association and the station.
The holidays have arrived on the free Odyssey app. And whatever kind of music you need this holiday season, you're covered with stations handpicked for the festive season, like Classic Christmas, with all the Christmas favorites from Bing Crosby to Mariah Carey, Harry Connick Jr. to the Beach Boys. Whether you're wrapping presents, shopping for them, or hosting a party, the free Odyssey app has all the music for your holiday season. Just download it today and search Holiday. That's AUDACY.
KMXB HD3 Henderson, K268CS Las Vegas. Always live on the free Odyssey app. 1015 FM KDAWN.
A search for survivors. I'm Deborah Valentine, Fox News. At least 6 people, including a child, confirmed dead. Dozens more hurt after 2 tornadoes barreled through parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi Saturday. Officials are searching through the rubble for survivors. Nashville's mayor says the city has suffered extensive damage. Fox Chief Meteorologist Rick Reichmuth has details.
We're tracking a line of severe storms that yesterday brought up to 23 reports of tornadoes, including one around the Clarksville, Tennessee area that caused 6 fatalities. A really deadly storm system, and it's still here with us. Temperatures across parts of western Tennessee, temps into the 30s, and that matters because there's a lot of people without power behind this storm. 45,000 homes still without power in Tennessee this morning.
And yes, tens of thousands of people without power. More than 40,000 of them are in Tennessee. Tornado watches currently remain in effect today. The Israeli military launching more airstrikes as the war between Israel and Hamas continues to wage on. Fox's Trey Yingst reports from southern Israel with the very latest.
It's not just the southern front that remains active. Also in southern Lebanon, the Israelis have responded with new airstrikes this weekend after renewed rocket fire, anti-tank guided missile attacks and also just a broad tension across the northern front. There is a concern among Israeli officials that Hezbollah will get more directly involved in this fight. And even earlier today, there were sirens sounding in northern Israeli communities.
This comes as the UN rejected a resolution calling for a ceasefire in Gaza. Federal government suing a California moving company that promotes its young in shape staff, claiming age discrimination, that according to a Wall Street Journal report. America is listening to Fox News.
Jason in the House, the Jason Chaffetz podcast. There is always someone doing something stupid somewhere. Dive deeper than the headlines and the party lines as I take on American life, politics, and entertainment. Join me, Jason Chaffetz, every Wednesday as I shed light on the news and make some predictions along the way. You never know who will drop in. Subscribe now on foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Going bell to bell with the best in professional wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's get to all the exciting pro wrestling action and bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
Hey, let's talk some more pro wrestling on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 101.5 FM. It is the talk of Las Vegas. I'm Mark Hoke. Follow me at Mark Hoke Show. And of course, Mark Hoke Show all over the place. Whatever you want to look up, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, I should say X.
Grindr.
No.
OnlyFans.
Instagram. What?
Grindr, OnlyFans. Mark Hoke Show, everybody.
You know what I should do? I should make an OnlyFans and just have a picture of me sitting there.
It would probably get some dollars.
Yeah, I'll charge a penny.
Oh, well.
I mean, I would imagine, David Difference, that if you made an OnlyFans, you don't have to be naked on OnlyFans.
No, you don't. Remember when they tried to do the brand switch? It was like, no more of that nonsense.
No.
It's for musicians and this and that, like they banned all sexual activities from OnlyFans.
Oh,
that didn't work.
That's what got Mandy Rose fired. She went over the line.
Over the line. Is there a line? This is all a simulation.
To WWE there is.
Oh yeah. What was she doing in there?
I don't know. I didn't look.
I bet you did. You had to see. You're a journalist, Mark. You got to investigate stuff like that. I hear we got a caller.
Hang in there.
Oh, what a difference a day.
Relax.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
We're going to hear a little more from Diener.
Oh, and then I like how you're stretching this out. He's going to pass out.
Get a little more hype for Hard to Kill. TNA going to be here in town at the Palms Saturday and Sunday, the January 13th and 14th. Huge weekend. It's going to be fun. How often do you get to see Okada, Will Ospreay? I would imagine Zack Saber's going to be, Junior would probably be there too, I hope. He was there at the TNA pay-per-view this on Saturday night. Just can't imagine he's going to miss this one. Man, you don't get to see these guys from New Japan that often in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it'll be stacked, man. We're setting up the ring and all kinds of stuff for this one.
What?
FSW. Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we backstage.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a lot of things, Mark.
Well,
we don't talk anymore. We don't even talk anymore.
Well, that's on you, man.
It's on me?
I'm around.
You got my number.
You got my number.
I know. I'll be busy, man.
You live down the street.
I'll be busy.
Okay.
In traffic, man.
In traffic.
I'll be in traffic.
Whatever. Whatever.
You know, we could have been talking to Ripple Man by now.
Well, we could have.
I know you're putting this off, Mark. I don't know why.
Will you just chill out for a minute?
I'm chilling
setting
out.
up the hour.
And where's that other clown that sent you that message? I want to roast him too. Don't get me started.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't forget, man. Oh, today's my last day. So I'm it's probably important why we tell why it's my last day.
For what?
Huh? I'm taking my ball and going home.
You got buried. Anyway, so we have one of our regulars on KDAWN, just like overall on the station.
Okay. Super fan.
All right.
Super fan.
He is a super fan.
Yeah.
He listens to all of our shows. Like all of them.
Super fan.
Oh God. So let's get Gary.
Is he coming in?
Let's say hi to Gary. Gary's on the air.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing on the air. I'm just what do you call it? A loser on steroids. But I enjoy your show, and I'm not always listening to this station.
Yeah, you are.
Although I put on Family Feud with Steve Harvey about 4:00. Don't tell Steve Sanchez whatever you do. I take so much of the politics. I can only take so much, and I do listen to NPR radio, and at 3:00 in the morning, if I can remember, I will be up listening to Science Fantastic on this station. Man, if people will live long enough in this world, there's some things on the horizons that are going to blow some people's minds.
Hey, Ripple Man. So is Ripple Man your tag name, or we just came up with that?
Well, what do you call it? When I drink too much, Steve gets me on the line once in a while, and he gets, oh no, not him again. Are you drinking the Ripple? So I decided, what do you call it? Maybe that should be my alias, Ripple Man. But why are you leaving? You're not leaving, are you?
Yeah, I guess we'll talk about it later, man. But yeah, I got some viewer mail, I guess.
You got Adam smashed.
Yeah, I made a promise, and I'm a man of integrity.
Right, I want to get into your business. I don't want to get into the business on the air. The guy Dina, that wrestler, he's brutally honest, but I like him in a way because he tells it like it is. You know, with the I have to defeat my friends, but hey, you know, that's what it's about. What do you call it? It just, you know, happened to be there, and I'm into this to be successful. I like that kind of talk sometimes, and there's other reasons. I don't know why I listen to the radio so much. It's just I have an overactive imagination, and like I'll wrestle with my imagination. That's how I came up with the drag queen wrestling weekend.
Okay, you made that up. Then.
I confess I did, and what do you call it? But I have problems sleeping sometimes. So if the radio is on and I get confused between my imagination and my dreams, and I thought that's what they were talking about. But then I thought, hey, well, since my imagination stirred me over that way, hey, that would be funny and entertaining. Maybe somebody out there in the wrestling world would think there's something to it, opening up the act with some politically incorrect stuff going on. Hey, this is America, isn't it? We got to mix it up a little bit. Just don't hurt nobody.
Oh, I appreciate that. I started Googling the drag queen wrestling show. I thought it was a real thing. But so as I exit here, maybe you could be the new co-host.
No, I'm not that talented. I just, you know, what do you call it? No, Mark, because he's a screener over the years, and he's always, even when I don't deserve it, the man gives me, he is a good guy. I've had other screeners like, oh, no, not you again. You're a jerk. Get off my phone. You know, Mark is the best. He has patience like a saint or something, man. All right.
Well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. Well, Gary, well, here's what I want you to do. Okay, for us getting you on the show. The FSW show, Dave, is Saturday, right?
Yeah, Headlocks and
Okay,
Hearts.
would you do me a favor? Will you come to the Future Stars of Wrestling show on Saturday? And I want you to come up and come up. I want you.
All I have is some sex toys. I don't use too much in it.
Well, bring those. I'll donate them.
Bring
to
something.
somebody.
Bring something down and hand it to David Different. Say hi, and you can buy a pack of Reese's Pieces from Dave at the concession stand. Okay.
I wish someday he would just meet me at Al Greer's liquor store. No joking around. That's in North Las Vegas. I don't know if I'm allowed to give them a
yeah, sure.
plug. They're the best. They got a Mexican diner in the back. They sell groceries. They sell liquor, and everybody hangs out. All my friends where I used to live for years are around the corner, but I can't get out too much. I can jump on the bus and barely make it.
Dave will pick you up.
Yeah, I'll pick you up.
He'll
Man.
pick
I'll
you
pick
up.
you up. Maybe we'll come broadcast from that liquor store /
there you go.
Mexican food restaurant.
Hey, that would be interesting. I'm in favor of that. Hell yeah. Anytime you want to stop by with Mark or without Mark or some of those crazy wild girls that you hang out with, I'm over here on Desert.
Dave
in Muhammad.
Dave would love to have you at the Dave Cave, I'm sure.
Yeah. A lot of beautiful honey babies.
Spend a couple nights.
Yeah, give me a call. I'll give you my information.
All right.
Good, man. Yeah, let's keep in touch, man.
All right.
Let's make this a weekly thing.
I'm in for doing good stuff when I can.
I like it, man.
Make
Fair
up
enough.
all the bad stuff.
All right.
Thank you very much. You all were generous.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You are a national treasure.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. There you go. Ripple Man.
All right, man. You made my holiday wish come true.
That's Gary. He's all right.
I like him. I
like Gary.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I want to know his wrestling knowledge, so we'll dive into that next time.
Gary is something else. Anyway, so
we want to talk. Where are we going? We're going back to Diener, or we want to talk Von Erichs?
I'll tell you what. Why don't we? Well, let's do Diener. Yeah. Well, let's finish off. Let's talk about. Let's get Diener finished up.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's hear from Diener because we need to talk a little bit about Hard to Kill and Diener's motivational speaking stuff that he's doing.
Yeah, that's big.
Because he's been out there a lot. So let's finish up by hearing from Diener from Impact Wrestling, shall we?
We shall.
And of course, we're on the Mark Hoke Show with Diener, and of course, a longtime staple with Impact Wrestling. As we're going to be getting ready to host him here in Las Vegas for Hard to Kill coming up here on January 13th at the Palms Casino Resort. And of course, that's going to be at 8 p.m. And of course, we've also got Snake Eyes on that Sunday as well at 4:30 Pacific time, also at the Palms. That's going to be a great weekend. Of course, got a couple big matches lined up so far, as Alex Shelley's going to be defending it'll be the TNA Championship against Moose, and Trinity is going to be taking on Jordan Grace for the Knockouts Championship as well. What should everybody be expecting as we get ready to roll into Las Vegas with TNA here at the Palms?
I think they need to expect the unexpected. Nobody does pay-per-view like Impact Wrestling. That's something that I've been saying for the last number of years. Every single pay-per-view or Impact Plus special or live event or taping that Impact does, nobody does it and does a live experience like Impact did. Now we're cranking it up here with the TNA rebrand, so it's going to be even more over the top. So like I said, I think what you can expect come Hard to Kill and come Snake Eyes is expect to see something that you weren't expecting to see. I'll just leave it at that, Mark. You can let your imagination run away with itself, and we'll see what surprises we have in store come January with TNA Wrestling.
Well, what are we going to expect for the design? I mean, you guys have been kind of bouncing around, you and Khan, and Angel's just left, and you're beating everybody up. I mean, and you guys look like some couple of pretty badass guys, but we're kind of wondering what's happening with you. What's up?
Hey, like I said, I'm a leader. I've always been a leader, but right now I have the chance to show the world that I'm a leader. So sometimes leaders need to take responsibility for things, take things into their own hands, and throw the rule book out the window and take advantage of an opportunity. We started the conversation talking about opportunity. There's no better opportunity than come January when the whole wrestling world's eyes are on TNA. Well, that means that the eyes of the wrestling world are going to be on the design too. So again, as a leader, I'm not going to give you my game plan here, Mark. I'm not going to let you know what's going to happen. But what I kill, come on, come on. I mean, no captain of any team's going to tell you what the game plan is, but I am going to tell you that what you are expecting to see might not be what you see. So we got some surprises in store, both from myself as the leader of the design and as TNA Wrestling as a whole.
Fair enough. Well, now I know you got some other things going on outside of wrestling too. You're doing that podcast, which a lot of people are really enjoying. Tell everybody a little bit about the podcast and how'd you get into starting to, do your own show?
Oh, thanks for asking me about that, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's called Wrestling is Life is Wrestling. And I've been actually traveling all across North America as a professional speaker for pretty much the last decade. I go into schools, I go into youth groups, and very much like the Boys and Girls Clubs, I go into schools, I do conferences, and I share my story and my journey. It has a lot of ups and downs. And I've learned a lot of lessons in my life as a professional wrestler. And I started, as I was talking to other wrestlers, I was always surprised that every wrestler I talked to, kind of the ups and downs in their journeys and the unique lessons that they've learned in their life. And I thought, you know what? I want to do this podcast form. I love podcasts. I love podcasts that motivate people and inspire people, but I also love wrestling podcasts. So I decided I want to do something a little bit different with a wrestling podcast. Talk to my friends, talk to successful professional wrestlers, but dig deep into their successes and failures and the life lessons they've learned along the way, and really dig into that and get to know the real people behind the characters that these folks see on TV and what lessons they've learned in their journey. Because one thing that I know is that all the lessons I've learned in wrestling apply to everyday life. And also everyday life is a lot closer to professional wrestling than most people realize. So I talk about how those two things commingle and all the lessons that people learn along the way. I've been enjoying it very, very much. I had Alexander, just like you did recently on your show, him on mine, and we really digged deep into his journey and his life lessons. And it's awesome. It's something that I've gotten nothing but positive praise from listeners, and it's been a wonderful experience, and it's something that I've enjoyed dipping my toe in. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm already, I'm over 20 episodes in, so I'm almost at a half year point already. So time's flying by when you're having fun.
Absolutely. And well, we're going to have a lot of fun with you when we get to see you on January 13th and 14th at the Palms. I promise I'll try to be good. I won't be too mean up there in the stands. I can't speak for my co-host David Difference or anybody else that'll be coming with me, but I'll be nice. I will. Well, maybe.
If you make sure that railing, that barrier stays a barrier for you, because if you try to break that barrier in any way, especially with me and Con at ringside, you better watch, or I will be coming in studio to have another one of these.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe you should come into the studio on the 14th.
Is there. I'd be happy to come in again, and maybe I'll bring some muscle with me. Maybe I'll have to bring Con along with me, and we can do this again, but we'll do it in studio.
Hey, fair enough. Done. Book it. That sounds great.
Let's
all right.
Book it.
Done. All right, Diener. Hey, thank you for coming on the show. We do appreciate it. Have a great time out with the Boys and Girls Clubs in Vegas the next couple of days, and we'll see you at the Palms on the 13th and 14th.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thank you. All right, there you go. Diener. Dave, he's, that guy is something else.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting him. I wanted to be part of that interview. You keep shunning me and shafting me.
You gotta clear your schedule, man.
Hello. Yeah, let me call you. I'm on the air.
What are you doing?
Talking to my wife.
Your wife. When did you get married?
This weekend, man. It's been a busy. Oh yeah, we haven't talked. I got eloped.
You got eloped.
Yeah.
Did the the leash break?
I don't know. I did go see David Lucas on Friday. Comedian David Lucas, master roaster, Roast Malone. Hell of a show over at Town Square.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a savage. You should have went with me, Mark, because he would have roasted you.
Yeah, he could have tried.
He would have roasted you.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. Nah, it was a good show. Shout out to David Lucas, man. He's the GOAT.
Well,
shout out to Scoop as well. I was thinking, you ever watch Different Strokes?
Yeah, I did.
Remember when Gary, little Arnold Jackson, was Scoop Jackson when he wanted to be a reporter. Hey, call me Scoop Jackson. Like, all right, just call me Scoops.
What you talking about, Willis? What?
Yeah, of course. That's all you're gonna come up with. But yeah, shout out to Bionic Scoop. That's my guy.
There you go. We got comments in the chat box, by the way, before we go to the break. What do we got in there? It just says Scoop.
Yeah,
Scoop saying yo. We said Scoop.
Yep.
See if we can get a little more dialogue than that. That would be fun.
Nah, that's enough.
Wow.
What do you want to say? Well, hey, Scoop, how you doing? Dialogue, I just gave it to him.
You did.
Yeah. Scoops. Jackson.
Like,
Gary Cole.
Like lots of scoop in there. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we got a letter that came in on the website.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna talk a little Von Erichs.
Oh, yeah.
And did you ever pay money ahead of time to beat up your boss? Because that happened this week.
Did it?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll get into it, man. And I do want to do a proper goodbye. So if you could save me some time.
Stick around, everybody. We've got a whole lot more on the Mark Hoke Show, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. We will be right back. Yay!
What's the biggest threat to your retirement lifestyle and your money lasting? Taxes. And common retirement vehicles like 401ks and IRAs are set up to maximize your taxes over your lifetime. Not good. Join us on the Underground Economy Saturday mornings at 10.
There is one word that is consistent throughout the entire state of Nevada: community. As our state continues to grow, now more than ever, Nevadans are pulling together to help, support, and pitch in. If you or someone you know is looking to get more active in your community, Nevada Volunteers can help. NevadaVolunteers.org is an easy way to find volunteer opportunities in your area with organizations that share your passion. From working with animals, art and culture, children, or disaster relief, NevadaVolunteers.org is the gateway to many community organizations who can benefit from someone like you. Looking to help out the environment? How about equality and social justice or health and hunger issues? NevadaVolunteers.org has a full listing of volunteer opportunities in your area. To learn more about volunteering, visit NevadaVolunteers.org. This message, sponsored by Nevada Volunteers, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
Flu season is here. You and your family need to boost your superpowers. Get vaccinated. And remember, you can vaccinate your family from 6 months of age at your nearest health center, pharmacy, vaccine clinic, or certain community centers. Remember that flu can especially affect over 65-year-olds, adults with certain chronic diseases, pregnant women, and children under 5. Keep them super immune. Check with your healthcare provider or go to immunizenevada.org. With health, there is life. This message is sponsored by Immunize Nevada, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
In Nevada, anything that goes into the storm drain goes directly to our local waterways, which can pollute Nevada's lakes and rivers. Nevada is the driest state in the nation, and we must work together to preserve our limited water resources for future generations of Nevadans. Here's some waterway wisdom so you can help do your part. Scoop your dog's poop, bag it, and discard it. Clean up yard waste and grass clippings. Wash your car at a car wash or on grass or gravel. Apply pesticides and fertilizers sparingly in your yard. Safely dispose of household chemicals. Clean up leaks and spills. And don't litter. Secure trash in bins. Keep contaminants out of our storm drains. Use waterway wisdom. And remember, only rain should go into the storm drain. Join us in preserving Nevada's waters for future generations by visiting loveenvywaters.com and following us on social media.
This message funded by a grant to the Nevada Department of Transportation, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
License number NSCB 79415 0079414.
Ever see what people put down their drains? Every day, we'll unclog any drain for just $80 with up to a 30-foot drain snake. And we don't tell anybody what we find in there.
Ghetto Air Conditioning and Plumbing. GOETTL.com.
1015 FM KDAWN. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Let's do some more pro wrestling, shall we? That bell sounds David Differson. I'm fired up.
Yeah, it's getting close to the end of the show, man, and I'm starting to get a little emotional. We've had such a great run together, Mark. Like, seriously, man. Like, we bonded, friendshiped. a lot of stuff. When you cut the hole in the bottom of the popcorn at the movie premiere we saw last week, I was like, this guy really likes me.
You were sitting next to Ash.
Yeah. Well,
so that was your business over there. Anyway, couple other things before we get into all that nonsense.
All right.
So we were talking last week, AEW Dynamite. Of course, the whole devil thing did not materialize.
Oh, was it supposed to?
Well, kind of. Yeah, it just ended up in a backstage beatdown.
Oh, they had the tag match or whatever.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Yeah.
The Christian did get the win on Adam Copeland thanks to Nick Wayne's mom.
Yeah,
she got it going on.
Weird.
So kind of a dissatisfying win, but yeah, we kind of figured there was some sort of goofiness going on there.
He took a belt shot from Nick Wayne's mom. And got knocked out.
Got it going on. Yeah, wasn't too thrilled about that. But
that was what you were waiting for.
Yeah,
that was your excitement.
I told you something was coming.
Huge pop.
But the Continental Classic, that's kind of getting interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where that ends up at AEW World's End. Of course, that's going to be on Long Island at the end of the month.
Let's go.
The Blue League. Andrade got a win on Bryan Danielson this week.
Nice.
So it is Andrade and Brody King are leading on the Blue League side. They're both 2-0. Danielson is 2-1. Eddie Kingston, who if he is going to lose a couple of titles if he doesn't pull this out, he is at 1-2. Claudio Castagnoli is 1-2. Daniel Garcia 0-3. The Gold League side right now is Mox and Swerve Strickland are both 3-0. Let's see. Mark Briscoe's 0-3. Roosh is 1-2. Lethal is 0-3. Jay White 2-1. Who do you think's going to win this thing? But Danielson taking a loss now. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think Danielson. End of the day.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just run through it.
See,
I mean, he could, but
the one thing that sucks is if it wasn't for them getting the Triple Crown thing in this, I would probably said Swerve was going to win this.
Oh,
but somehow I think Swerve's going to get screwed out of it.
Yeah, perhaps. What's his record on this?
He's 3-0 right now.
Oh yeah, he's that guy though.
Me Andrade is going to pull this out. Get a little Andrade run.
I don't even know when's it supposed to end. What is the
at World's End on December 30th?
And then it's the final match.
That's the final
of the two top.
Yeah, the winners of each pool.
Oh,
yeah.
So I wasn't sure how this works.
That'll be fun. Something else that was fun was we want to thank our viewers hopping on the website.
Who
sending in a message. And Dave, we were at the Von Erich screening, the Iron Claw screening, and got a message from one of our viewers.
What's the clown's name? What is it? Bozo,
from a guy
Krusty,
named
William, Billy the clown,
who you had said that if one person stood up for me in our argument about Coco Beware,
right,
that you were taking your ball and going home.
And just for the record, the argument was, he said Lanny Poffo, Leaping Lanny Poffo was on the same level as Coco Beware.
I said that he was a mid-card.
No. You said same level. You compared the two. I said you can't compare the two, and then ensued the argument.
He agreed with me.
Yeah, he's a clown, just like you. Marking him in a clown car.
It was a well-written long paragraph.
Well, give me the gist of it, because
I just did.
Oh, what? You didn't give us anything. What did he say?
Well, you want to read the whole thing?
Yeah, he said something about Mark could carry the show by himself. We don't need David. This sounds like a hater. This sounds like maybe somebody in your family. But I am a man.
If it was somebody from most of my family, they probably would have been on your side. Absolutely.
You're right. True that.
They would have said Dave should be running the show. Mark should be putting a razor blade to his carotid.
Get out of there, Mark.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. Well, it's somebody you know, some clown. You used to go to clown school 2 months, right? Or 2 years of clown school training.
No, actually, I never did that.
One of your alumni. What's his name? Billy the Clown. Billy the Clown.
I want to thank you, William. Do you really want me to read this whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but there were some key points. He took some jabs.
Well,
he tried to take some jabs.
Okay, I'll read it if you really want.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
All right.
It's just gonna get me heated.
For David, what? So it says the Mark Hoke Show has received a new message. There's the name in the email. What's your request? For David Difference to take his ball and go home with lots of capital letters.
Damn.
Just the first letter in each word. In regards to the comments about Coco Beware on your December 3rd show, Dave D said Coco was, quote, his guy. That's fine.
All right.
But his steadfast take that Coco was above a, quote, mid-Carter was 100% wrong. Mark Hoke.
Whoa. So can I dissect this as we go?
No.
Okay, well,
Take
remember
notes.
that. Remember
Take
that.
notes and then
Remember
dissect
that
later.
he said Coco is not a step above a mid-Carter. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Mark Hoke, ... We were correct.
You guys are in cahoots.
Coco was fun, and the WWF at the time kept him around to entertain the kids. The dancing, the bird, the singing. The younger fans ate it up.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my family were actually at a live event in the Bay Area when they shot his pile driver video. My kids had a blast.
He wasn't there.
It made for good Saturday TV programming, but Coco was never a, quote, headliner when it came to serious title seeking. That is very true.
I never said headliner.
Well, what does that make him? A mid-Carter?
Keep going. Because I got three words that'll shut this clown up.
Coco was in the same league as Leaping Lanny.
Clown.
Not Lenny, as Difference incorrectly says.
Lanny, don't matter.
Poffo.
Yeah, Poffo.
Dave said if anyone contacted the show agreeing with Mark's take on Coco, he would, quote, take his ball and go home. If even one listener felt Coco was a mid-Carter, well, Difference, I'm your one.
Acknowledge me.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, you're alone on that, but you and Mark, two clowns.
Take time to take your ball home.
I will.
Mark has and can carry the show alone. Or
disagree.
This is where it got a little rough. Or stay up all Saturday night before the Sunday show. You are much more quite and somewhat tolerable after a little or no sleep. My opinion. Overall,
hold on. He says I'm better when I don't get no sleep and I'm up wilding. Is that what he's saying?
My opinion. Overall, I listen to the podcast weekly. Not a big fan of commercials. Well, sorry.
So this guy sounds like a Karen anyway.
The addition of another hour was a good move. Would be nice if you took live phone calls to get a layman's perspective.
Call in,
but
because
it's
he is
not
lame.
my
Call
show
in right now.
Press on.
Please call in right now. Give him the number. Call in.
You, sir.
Me, sir.
You, sir.
Me, sir. Who, sir? Who? That guy's a clown.
You, sir.
What's his name? Billy?
You, sir, got destroyed.
How did I get destroyed?
Well, per this gentleman.
Yeah, I'm the David Difference. I don't get destroyed. This guy's a clown. He can't even show his face. He's not going to call in.
How's he supposed to show his face?
Show up. He can get on the stream. Like tap in. Because so he said his argument was Coco Beware was not above Lenny Poffo, Leaping Lenny Poffo as a mid-card. But I'm going to tell you what. Pile Driver, who was the lead singer on that? Leaping Lenny Poffo or?
Okay.
Who was the lead singer?
You go off on that tangent for a second.
Who was the lead singer? Who was the lead singer on that? And then I got three words that's going to shut this clown up, shut you up, shut the world up. Not even the world, because everybody agrees with me. Coco Beware, Hall of Fame.
You're going to pull out the WWE Hall of Fame list?
Let's go. Is Leaping Lenny on there? Is Leaping Lenny on there?
Oh,
so
my
they must have thought,
God.
hey, he's a cut above the rest. Let's put him in the Hall of Fame.
Can I
Hall of
Can I
Fame.
give you the rundown on the Pile Driver album? May I?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Robbie Dupree and Strike Force, Girls in Cars.
Nice. They were hot.
So
at
that was
the time.
Tito Santana and Rick Martel.
Tito's a
Coco
legend.
Beware, Pile Driver.
Legend.
The Honky Tonk Man, Honky Tonk Man.
Legend.
Derringer, Demolition. Slick. Jive Soul Bro.
Jive Soul Bro.
A Jive Soul Bro.
Yeah,
Always lying to your friends.
yeah. That's my guy
Jimmy
right
Hart,
there.
Crank It Up.
There we go. Classic.
No, hang on. Are you ready?
Is it going to be Leaping Lenny?
Hillbilly Jim and Gertrude, Waking Up Alone.
All right. I haven't heard Leaping Lenny being on there.
Vince McMahon, Stand Back.
Goat.
Mean Gene and Derringer, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo.
Rock and roll.
Now, not
Hoochie
the
Coo.
original. No. This
Nah,
is Mean
you
Gene.
haven't heard it, though. It's the same song.
Are you kidding me?
It's the same song. They just remixed it a little
And the
bit.
WWF Superstars, If You Only Knew.
If you only knew.
So you're
what I would do.
So
to
you are saying that if you were on this album, that justified you
were
as
next level.
as top tier superstar.
Bigger than Leaping Lenny Poffo. Yes. If you were in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Slick and Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim, Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Hold on.
This is the thing. Billy the Clown was probably 60 when this came out, so he didn't know what was relevant. He probably reads poetry in the morning or whatever. That's probably his thing. But he's a clown. And Hall of Fame. That's it. It's over.
You think that the WWE Hall of Fame is 100% the barometer?
The argument is. And we shouldn't spend any more time on this because you're just making yourself look like a buffoon.
Oh man, because
is Coco Beware is levels ahead of Leaping Lenny Poffo. Can we agree on that? Because you're going through albums and trying to find something. Everybody on there was relevant at the time, but how many of them
at the time?
Hall of Fame. You're saying Hillbilly Jim wasn't that guy? You put Hillbilly Jim in the same league as Leaping Lenny Poffo as well?
Wow.
You're a clown.
I am
clown. Go back to clown school, get in your clown car, put on your clown shoes, and clown around with Billy the Clown.
Oh my word.
I'm getting Coco on the show. We've been disrespected. I'm reaching out. I was gonna save this for the right moment. I guess this is the right moment, so you could tell him and Leaping Lenny were the same.
I'm sorry.
So, but I am a man of morals and integrity, and I did say if one clown said that, I would take my ball and go home. So, in the last 5 minutes, I'll say goodbye to everybody.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm looking down the list. I'm actually kind of surprised Lanny's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's scouring. Stop, Mark. I'm gonna come in there. If I could like strangle you, I would strangle you. Just stop. Let it go. Let it go. You are wrong. Say I'm wrong.
There are some questionable names in the WWE Hall.
Say you're wrong. And look, now he's questioning everything just because he's wrong. Mark
I question
hates to
everything
be wrong.
anyway.
You're a clown.
Look,
you're a clown.
Just saying.
I was gonna walk out of here peacefully and respectfully, but you just want to keep jabbing.
There's a lot of people that were very entertaining professional wrestlers.
Next
over the
week,
years.
Mark Hoke and Billy the Clown. Rebrand. Rebrand. Good luck.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't write the message.
Yeah, well, that's your guy. He been listening for
Speaking
years.
of which, where's your message guy?
Where's my message guy?
You know, the one that was the secretive message. What happened? Whatever happened to that dude?
He died.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
you were busy writing that one up.
Oh, relax, dude. So yeah, Billy the Clown, I appreciate you writing in. You did the thing. I will leave. Come on in. Fill my shoes. I mean, if you can fill clown shoes, you can fill my shoes because they're smaller than clown shoes. You clown.
Oh,
Shout out
poor
to
guy, David Difference.
Me?
The best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. That's
Can we
what
talk about that movie?
Yeah.
Before I go?
Yeah, we're gonna get to it.
I gotta pack up. I got things to do.
Oh,
get my agent on the phone to find me a new show. Sad day, Mark.
Yeah, it was a sad day when Lanny passed away too.
Who?
Leaping Lanny Poffo, the genius.
Yeah. Let's move past that.
But it's funny. Real quick, had I said when that whole fight started last week, had I said the genius, Lanny Poffo,
but
would you have started that fight?
When you said mid-Carter, and then when I said step above mid-Carter, because genius was, but Hall of Fame, that's just it. Let's just leave it there. Title track, pile driver, Coco Beware.
See, but that's not the title track, though.
That was the first single.
The title track of an album is the title.
That was the first. Okay, but I'm saying that was the single. That was the hit single. That was the smash. Everybody was involved over there. I'm tired, Mark. I'm tired, and I don't want to discuss this anymore.
I would debate you that was the biggest song on the album.
Which was?
The Honky Tonk Man. He's the Honky Tonk Man. I'm cool. I'm cocky. I'm bad. That's that. Jive Soul Bro. I remember. I don't remember the words to Pile Driver.
Yeah, because I noticed when he came up singing it, you had no clue what he was doing.
No, I remember.
You were like,
I don't. I remember the song.
Yeah, good stuff there. What's that?
I was remember the song, but
get out of here.
But everybody
get out of here.
But the reason,
Mark.
No, listen to me. But the reason that everybody remembers the lyrics to the Honky Tonk Man,
because he came out to it.
Because he came out to it.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were a true fan and bought the album for the hits, you was slapping that
and Jive Soul Bro is another one because Slick came.
I still listen. I wake up to
that song. Well,
I drive to work. I drive to work listening to that.
But like Jive Soul Bro would be another one that because Slick and all these guys came out to that.
Okay, but what's Sleeping Lenny's song? Frisbee Man. Frisbee. He didn't even have a song. He didn't have a song. He didn't even recite a poem on that album. Let's move on, Mark.
He was not asked to.
Let's move on. Mark, get one person to agree with him, and he wants to stand on this sword. You better fall on it.
Maybe next time you won't say if one person says.
He ain't a person. He's a clown. Clown ain't people.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Billy.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, I said one person.
Let's talk about the Von Erichs when we come back.
Okay.
Plus somebody cutting a really big check to beat their boss up. We got a whole lot more. David Difference, Mark Hoke on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas, the best in pro wrestling news and entertainment. We'll be right back. Me and the Jive Soul Bro. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life, and we hope that you succeed in coming together with those you love this holiday season. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things to ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys or affiliate attorneys in your state. Call 833-MEN-LAW-1. Joseph Cordell, Principal Partner. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
My son stopped talking to me. He didn't want to leave his room.
I didn't feel like talking to anyone. I just wanted to be alone.
I was really worried about my daughter. She was angry all the time.
I felt so depressed.
I was really worried about my daughter.
I couldn't do anything right. I was always getting yelled at.
My son told me he wanted to hurt himself. I was so scared. I was feeling hopeless. It was all too much. We needed help.
We needed help.
We needed help.
We needed help.
I needed help. I called the Mobile Crisis Response Team, and we met with them that same day.
A crisis team came to my house and helped me talk to my parents about how I was feeling.
I called the Mobile Crisis Response Team. They met with us that day. I talked to them about how I was feeling, and It really helped.
Sometimes understanding what children are experiencing can be difficult. The Nevada Children's Mobile Crisis Response Team provides mental health intervention and support. Learn more at nocrisis.com.
This message sponsored by the FBI Las Vegas Citizens Academy Alumni Association, a nonprofit organization separate and apart from the FBI in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association.
You're pregnant, and no matter what you do, no matter what you try, you can't stop using alcohol, drugs, or tobacco. But no matter how lost you are, how far along you are, it's not too late. There's always hope, and there are many safe places that can help you stop using. In Nevada, pregnant women are given the highest priority for substance use treatment. Low-cost treatment options may be available so you and your baby can get healthy now. If you or someone you love is pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant and using alcohol, drugs, or tobacco, visit SoberMomsHealthyBabies.org or call 211 to find help today. SoberMomsHealthyBabies.org also has resources for healthcare providers, friends, and family. If you want to help someone who's pregnant and using, visit SoberMomsHealthyBabies.org or call 211 today. Sponsored by the Nevada Division of Public and Behavioral Health and in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
I've never seen it like this.
We've lost a lot of loved ones in our family.
I lost some family members to COVID.
So many of my patients pass away from COVID.
People dying. It didn't matter your color, your race, your sex.
Death has no particular color. It comes after us all.
Every human life has value. Just does.
COVID taught us
health matters.
Health matters. Visit nmhec.org. This message funded by a grant through the Nevada Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Minority Health and Equity, and in cooperation by the Nevada Broadcasters Association and the station.
Fall is here, and with it, flu, RSV, and COVID-19 season, putting your family at risk. Vaccinate them now and give them the superpowers that will keep them healthy and safe. Remember that for flu and COVID-19, you can vaccinate your family starting at 6 months of age, and for RSV, starting at 60 years old. Check with your healthcare provider or visit immunizenevada.org and get them vaccinated. With health, there is life. This message is sponsored by Immunize Nevada, aired in cooperation with the Nevada Broadcasters Association and this station.
1015 FM KDAWN. You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
This fight's never going to end.
Mark Joke.
Whatever.
The Mark Joke Show featuring Billy the Clown.
Now I just got told that I don't know music.
You don't. You ain't got a clue. Let's just let that
You
go.
don't even, you know who Sam and Dave are, by the way?
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell me I don't know music.
Hey, real quick.
Hold on, I'm coming.
This Saturday, Brittany Brooks will be in the building.
Oh, yeah?
She's going to be there.
She likes me.
We got Zamaya. She's going to be in the building. And FSW heavyweight champion, Shogun.
He really likes me.
He's going to be there. And guess who he's teaming
I
with?
should be his manager.
Chris Bay, man.
Chris Bay really likes
Ultimate Finesser. It's going down this Saturday, 7 p.m., FSW Arena.
I got to get his autograph on
Bring
the
an unwrapped toy. It's not about Mark and getting autographs, but bring an unwrapped toy. Come on down, FSW Arena. Good time, good cause. Make some magic, man. It's Christmas.
Maybe I'll call Diener and have him beat you up.
I guarantee you, Diener comes in here. We'll probably work on a podcast together.
I think he'd rather work with me, but sure.
I don't know.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about that Von Erich movie, The Iron Claw.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, that movie was dope.
So thanks to me, a bunch of us got to go see it. Can I get a thank you? Can I get a thank you?
I could have went with Ricky Tenacious.
Could I get a thank you?
Who was that? Oh, nah, let me.
Could I just get a thank you?
Hey,
just say thanks.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
I didn't even notice you. I thought Joey put that together.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
All
just
right.
look at. Why don't you go back and look at the text messages? But anyway.
Yeah, I thought Joey sent that. Okay, cool.
So the Von Erichs, of course, the story of the Von Erichs, and it was, I got to tell you, I mean, I think the first thing that stood out was just how much effort Zac Efron put into getting ready for that movie. Good Lord.
Yeah, he was ripped.
I saw some people online saying he was too ripped.
Remember Ripped? Hogan?
Oh, Jesus. But boy, he put in a ton of effort for that. And I got to say, his performance was unreal. I was very impressed with what he did in that movie, playing Kevin Von Erich.
Yeah, no, I think it was very impressive. And it also goes to show just in life, like you could play a different role every season, man. You can get ripped just to, okay, this year I'm a rip guy.
And, I really felt like everybody on that cast just captured the spirit of that family. I really did. I don't want to give too much away because, like I said, the movie's out on I think the 22nd.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
Yep.
So I don't want to say too much about it, but
the word is out.
I will say that there's probably going to be some points that, like, a die-hard wrestling fan may nitpick and tear a few things apart in it.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But the average person that goes into that movie, I think, is going to be pretty blown away. I think.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Yes. I think if you really know this, so I've known the story, but
right.
Definitely like not deep dive where I was critiquing performances based on the actual people. And I was watching it from, if I invited one of my non-wrestling people to see this movie, would they enjoy it, or would it just be a hokey wrestling movie? Hokey. Yeah. The Hokey show would, but I watched it and I was like, this is a good movie. If you like get it out of your head, like, oh, I don't want to see a wrestling movie. It's like, to me, it was about the family relationship, the brothers, like the tragedy there. And, for me, it hit home. Obviously I lost a brother, but just seeing the bond between them was like, it brought it home. Because you hear the documentaries, you hear, the story, but to think about the impact on the mother, when she's picking out the dress for, yet another one. And it's like she couldn't do it anymore. And the brother that was like, man, I lost, my guy. That's some tough stuff. And I think it told the story well. I think it was well acted. I think it was a good time, man. If I was a little more secure in my femininity, I would have cried.
Oh, it got me a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, of course. Mark was wearing a thong in there, so whatever. Do you expect? He's already sensitive. But yeah, no, it was definitely it was a good movie, man. I liked it. It felt good. Like, obviously, it was sad.
I really, I really thought just about everybody nailed it. Just about. When the movie comes out, there was one performance that I think everybody in there was like, yeah.
MJF. MJF.
But I thought Zac Efron was great as Kevin. I thought Jeremy Allen White playing Kerry did a terrific job. Harris Dixon playing David, I thought was unbelievable. David Von Erich, not you.
Not me.
I thought he was fantastic. Maura Tierney was terrific as Doris Von Erich. Holt McCallany playing Fritz.
Macaulay Culkin?
No. I thought he nailed Fritz.
Oh, Fritz, yeah.
Oh, man.
See, I didn't know.
My daughter walked out of there saying I hated that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was awesome too. I mean, just
the one
Stanley
downside.
Simmons and Mike Von Erich was good too. We got about like 30 seconds.
The one downside, Ric Flair.
I was not going to say that.
Well, I said it. That was the one thing. Like, watching it was like, you can't do Flair.
But overall was really good.
Oh,
now I got to.
So you agreed?
Well,
you don't want to talk about, what is that, a spoiler?
Saving that for later. But real quick, by the way, the story we were teasing about paying to beat up your boss.
Oh yeah,
Randy Orton on SmackDown paid his $50,000 fine for RKOing Nick Aldis, but he handed Nick Aldis a $100,000 check, and Nick's like, "Your fine was only $50,000." He said, keep it for later."
That's for next time.
That's for next time.
Yeah, I like that strategy.
Well played, Mr. Orton.
Pay it forward.
Well played. Hey, that's the show. Thanks for being with us today, everybody. We do appreciate it. Man.
It's been real, guys.
It has.
I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, David Difference is
Maybe I'll go to lacrosse, a lacrosse radio show. We'll talk about lacrosse.
He's out of here. Guys, thanks for being with us. David Difference, thank you. I appreciate it. We will see you guys next time on the Mark Hoke Show. Had a great time. I want to thank Diener for taking the time out to join us.
Yes, sir.
We do appreciate it. And don't forget to get your tickets there. Hard to Kill at the Palms. It's going to be a great time, January 13th and 14th. We'll see you next week on the Mark Hoke Show, everybody. Have a terrific weekend. Enjoy yourselves, Las Vegas.
That's the difference.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.
The FBI is engaged in a nationwide effort to build public awareness of hate crimes and encourage reporting to law enforcement. Hate crimes include crimes committed on the basis of the victim's perceived or actual race, color, religion, national origin, sexual orientation,